Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have got the full drop list for week 10. Obviously the main highlight is the Wu-Tang Clan. Supreme made a video on their Instagram. I forget his name. I forgot the name. Ghostface Killer. That's his name. Jeez, I'm terrible when it comes to music anyway. Because music's not really my knowledge. I'm just a dumb fuck anyway. Wu-Tang Clan is dropping this week, highly anticipated. I think it looks really good. I believe we are missing one item. I believe there is a t-shirt. I believe in the leak it's going to be a RZA or RZA t-shirt. I believe it looks like, from the rumors, it's similar to the ashtray. So if we're going to get something like this in a t-shirt form, I think we're eating pretty well, because obviously the price of this is going to be absolutely horrendous. Getting the t-shirt form for a lot cheaper, a lot of people are going to want it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's not there yet. We'll find out obviously on Wednesday when everything drops. But yeah, we've got, obviously, as you can see on the Supreme community, we have just the Wu-Tang stuff that's dropping, but I believe we've also got some rumors. I'm pretty sure it's all been revealed. For some reason in Japan, they tend to know a lot of stuff first before dropped by Jay and all the other people, because I believe Japan don't really, well, I don't think Japan Twitter has been targeted by Supreme, should we say. So let me in the comments what are you going for this week. I will show everything from the lookbook as well as the Wu-Tang Clan collection. It's going to be an exciting week. Let's go. Before we get onto the video, I highly appreciate all you guys. Like I said, I'll probably come to this every single time. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot to you, to me, I don't know. Our previous video, the best items left to draw pretty well, 1.4k. That's really big for me, so I'm happy about that. Let me know in the comments, what kind of content are you gonna be wanting? I know a lot of people want to see like shorts and stuff, because I've got a lot of stuff in personal, hopefully in the plans, because the room's a bit of a mess at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna try and sort that out, and then we'll make a little better studio, so that I can, you know, do shorts of like wearing clothes from Supreme, which would be pretty cool. Okay, starting off with the most upvoted item. Obviously the other items out there, so that could all change, but for now we've got the Wu-Tang Clan hooded sweatshirts. I wish it was a zip up. I do like my zip ups, but I can understand the reason why it's not one, because the print is obviously all over the front, and I believe there is a back print as well to this, the 36 Chambers of Death. Guys, I don't know anything about Wu-Tang Clan, so I'm not sure what this means, but I'm sure you guys who are into Wu-Tang Clan would know. You know what this kind of reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of like the hype when we had the MF Doom collaboration. I overlooked that. I didn't think anything about it, but them hoodies were going crazy. So me looking at this particular hoodie, should we say, I think we could see some decent hype to it, especially in the black colorway. I think the black is probably the best, mainly due to the fact that you can, you know, see the print a little bit more better. So that, as well as the navy, I think, but the heavy gray kind of looks a bit funny in my opinion. If I had to choose a colorway, probably be the black. My next item, we got ourselves the Mezian mug. Obviously it's got the as well as the ashtray, it's the same as well. So the RZA or the RZA, however you pronounce it, I believe it's RZA, I'm not really sure. Porcelain mug, I believe this is the same mug they did with the big crazy like angel thing. I remember that. That was like 10 grand, by the way, so I don't know what the prices of this is gonna be. Oh wait, oh shit. Okay, so I've just seen the price. Yeah, you're not gonna like this, all right? You're not gonna like this. Look, you might be able to see it here, but these are expected at retails. I know you got to zoom in, but I'm looking at it right now. The goddamn mug is 188 quid. Okay, this ain't no 30-pound porcelain shit, man. This is high quality crazy shit. So unless you wanted a mug, I'm sorry to let you guys down, but this is going to be expensive. This is Supreme's fashion, really, and make something that looks pretty cool and affordable. Turns out it's not. So yeah, and the tray as well is £208, and the tray is the Wu-Tang Clan beanie is £38. I think that's not too bad for a price tag. Good colorways. I think I prefer the olive. That looks pretty damn good, but I think a lot of people want the yellow logo. I think the black one will probably do the best, but that's gonna be 38 quid. And obviously we got the Mezion tray, you know, the ashtray, whatever it is. I don't know how big it is. It's tiny as hell, and it's 208 quid, guys. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be disappointed with these prices, but this is just Supreme here, honestly. Skateboard for the Wu-Tang is £78. I feel like that's pretty fair for a collaboration. Obviously not really fair because it's a lot of money regardless for his deck. But if you do want it, I think after shipping it's going to cost 83 quid. So yeah, the Swarm returns, the Swarm will return and take your goddamn wallet. Interesting. All right. I thought this would be more of like the 78 quid, but it looks like their expected retails are saying here £56. Multicolor looks damn pretty cool. I must admit, it looks pretty cool. If you can't afford the big jacket, I mean, this is a good alternative. I think the hats are pretty damn cool. I will say this though, the Exodus hat did not perform at all, mainly due to how weird it is. I think it's a specific niche that is not enough to like sell out. So I don't know if this is going to sell out just as fast. I feel like Wu-Tang Clan in general is just going to help that because there's a lot more demand for it. So yeah, I think this will definitely sell out. I just don't know how long. Obviously, one of the main highlights of the week, we got these regular ass, basic ass, shitty ass, black and olive Gore-Tex jackets, which I'll be honest with you, they're pretty nice. I was just lying to you. But obviously the main attraction is the Gore-Tex. The Swarm returns, the Wu-Tang Clan, the coolest jacket, in my opinion, of the season. If you are into obviously Wu-Tang Clan, you're gonna like it. I like the yellow to it, you know, the B is kind of cool. In the UK, the B is like Manchester is the B, and if you're in Manchester, this people might think, oh my god, that's like a B jacket, it looks pretty cool, but it's not. It's a Wu-Tang one. It says the Swarm return to the bar. All right, so the Gore-Tex shell jacket is retailing at, doesn't mention on the Wu-Tang stuff, but it says the Gore-Tex will be 458. Now I don't know about that because I know for a fact that these particular were extra jackets, the cool designs, mainly just because it's a Wu-Tang, it adds an extra tax to it. So I know these ones are going to be less cheap, I mean way cheaper. I'm trying to think how much the cam it was, but I don't remember. I think it was like 428 quid. And obviously with inflation over the past couple of years, I can understand the whole 458. So if it is more, it might be like 500 for this. I won't be surprised. But yeah, it's gonna be a cool jacket. I mean, if the Cabot one flips, the Wu-Tang one's definitely gonna flip. So if you are trying to flip an item, if you got the money, go for it. But like I said, all a bit of a risk at the end of the day, especially with these big items. But I will tell you this, the goddamn number 9 Varsity is doing well on StockX. You've seen the high bids are actually more than the actual retail price of the jacket, so that's a good sign. If StockX bids are actually like higher than the asking price, that's pretty good, you know. Pretty good. All right, next up we got the hockey jersey. I think this is cool, but I'm not gonna say that it's on my radar. Even to flip, I just feel like, let's take a look at the hockey jersey price. Okay, so it's saying it's gonna be a 148, so that's kind of expensive. And this is just a print. Like, there's no like patches or anything. So if it was patches and stuff, it might have been like on the range of like 180 to 200. No patches kind of makes it a little bit cheaper, which is not too bad, but I'm not really too interested in this. I'd rather put my money towards something else, perhaps maybe a few more Gore-Tex jackets, if you get what I mean. And what else do we have? That's gonna be it. We've got one more. We've got the cargo pants. Obviously I've mentioned it with the cargo pants and the Gore-Tex jacket, pretty much the same thing. I just don't think the pants do anything. They're just really expensive in general. I feel like if you're gonna go for some Gore-Tex, just go for the jacket. The jacket is gonna be the more cool item versus the pants. All right guys, that's gonna be it. Obviously no more Supreme community for you guys, but I will be going through on Supreme community on the left to drop, and I'll be showing you guys the items that are dropping as well as the Wu-Tang stuff. All right, our first item, we've got the Umbro collaboration yet again. We've got the puffer jackets dropping, and I must say these are pretty damn cool. We got fireworks for some reason. It's not even November yet. Okay, chill out with the fireworks. And we got this really nice navy one with the yellow text. Honestly, I feel like, obviously I'm not really much of a navy guy, but if I was going to choose one, obviously the black and the red looks really, really cool. And obviously Old English, really, really nice. But I don't need another puffer jacket. I bought one last year, which is the reversible one with the ARC logo on it, which is really, really cool. Really fucking expensive, but how much is this one going for? $318 is the price, so I had to look at that. I thought it was a different price. So £318 for this puffer jacket. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not too bad, although it's still kind of expensive. There is another puffer jacket that I'm more interested in. Obviously it's this one, because this reminds me of like the Palace Pertex ones, and I feel like this is pretty damn cool with the balaclava. All right, our next item is the Logos Shakard Denim Trucker Jacket. Not gonna lie, this camo one is very, very nice. If I had to choose one, like I said, I'd probably go camo. I think the camo one looks Really, really nice. I know some people will like their flashy logos, so this one might do particularly well, but I just really like the camo one. I mean, camo is definitely in fashion at the moment. Obviously, this is not real tree, this is just regular camo, so that's not too bad. And very wearable, very nice. How much is it? $258 is the price. Now, I must say, I think the last Jacquard jacket, I think it was like $223 from last year, I think. Was it last summer? I think it was last summer, and that was like $220 something. So they've gone up a bit. So yeah, inflation is fucking us up. That's it for the jackets. Next up, we've got, right, guys, so for some reason, Supreme has decided to drop this a day before Halloween. Anyone who's trying to order this online, you will not get this for Halloween. So unless you are in store for Supreme, you will be able to celebrate Halloween wearing this shirt. People online who don't have a Supreme store near them or do not wish to go in store anyway, you're gonna have to wear this next year because it's not gonna come before Halloween. Holy shit, why didn't they not drop this like last week? It's literally a pumpkin top. But the price is, let's take a look, £84. 84 smackaroonies. That is expensive. All right, so our next item, the brushed mohair sweater, looks very itchy. How much is it? $178. It's gonna itch you a lot for £178. Obviously, it just has a simple Old English logo. Not gonna lie, I like Old English, but this is just a little bit too boring. Maybe this particular colorway might do well, but I can just look at. I'm looking at it right now and I'm itching. My skin is like crawling. Like I just can't do that. I just can't deal with that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if you like mohair, but I just don't. Our next item is the lined zip-up hooded flannel shirt. Quite a mouthful, and it looks very cozy with the inner layer. Actually, it looks very nice. But I've just got the one from last week, and I think that is way better. I haven't even tried it on yet, so I'm gonna try it on for the unboxing. But we got 3 colorways. Like I said, it's got Old English again. They're liking Old English. They respect me, you know. They know what I like. If I had to choose a colorway, I feel like this this middle one looks like it's very nice, but I probably wouldn't want to buy it because it's how much? 46 quid. Line zipper? It's 146. Surprisingly cheaper than the other one, but obviously these are just suspected retail. I feel like this could be more. Who really knows? Next item. Our next item is the reversible, what's it called? Wax zip-up hooded sweatshirts. I believe this is like a mix of a thermal and a reversibility, which is pretty damn cool. I feel like the only 2 colorways I would want, perhaps these 2 camo ones if you're into it, and perhaps maybe this cream and brown one. Is that cream and brown? That looks pretty damn nice if I had to guess. But it's not showing everything, so it's kind of annoying. $148, it's not too bad of a price for a zip up as well, and a cotton waffle as well. So it's going to keep you nice and warm. And you've got 2 sides to it. So yeah, this definitely cream one might do pretty well, but there's not much branding on it realistically. So unless you really want to spend $148, then be my guest, but it's just not for me. All right, next item is stars studded hooded sweatshirts. Dusty gold is this one. This is how much? 208 quid. Not surprised because it's got like studs everywhere. So yeah, that's the reason why. 208 quid. You can have it, Supreme. I don't want it. Obviously as well, the jacket, we've got the Jacquard hats. Probably talked about these already. They're pretty nice. I think the camo one might do pretty well. I kind of like it. How much is this? It's gonna be 46 quid apparently, so that's not too bad of a price. I'm not gonna lie. Anything under 50 quid is actually not bad of a price for a hat. Because there's good margins if they sell out pretty well. And next item is the contrast S mesh back 6 panel. I don't know, it's kind of looks pretty cool. Kind of like this hat. It's pretty unique. I don't think I've seen this done before, to be honest. The colorways are pretty nice as well. Where are we? And it's also 46 quid. Not too bad. Not too bad if you like the mesh and the front. I like this little S logo. Imagine if it's kind of like Old English, if you get what I mean. It feels like an Old English type S. Ooh, I might have liked it. Anyway, last up is, wherever it is, we got the mohair beanie. So we got the sweater and the beanie. So if you want a really, really itchy head, by all means go for it. But I don't think it's worth it. It's 46 quid as well. All right, next up we got the pants. Obviously with the jacket, the hats, we've obviously got the pants. Not gonna lie, this might be pretty damn good to look at if you're into this camo colorway with the little subtle Supreme. That's actually pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Even like this black one looks pretty nice. I don't really like the crazy Supreme on it, but this camo and this black one, ooh, that's pretty damn good in my opinion. How much are these? Oh. How much? They're costing it as much as the jacket. 208 quid. 208 quid. I was hopefully expecting like 190. 180 something. Hopefully that I'm wrong. Hopefully that is wrong, but 208 quid? That's annoying now, but these pants look damn cool. These do look pretty cool. I've got the camel ones from before, and they're double knees as well. Damn, honestly, guys, even that black one. I might have to pick a pair up. I don't know. I probably won't, but I can't want them, not gonna lie. They look pretty nice. All right, guys, that is it for the drop list. I think there's one more, which is the t-shirt, which is not mentioned yet, but we will find out at like Wednesday or something. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments, what are you interested in? Are you going for anything from the Wu-Tang collaboration, or is there something from the lookbook that you're probably interested in? Or you just be saving your money and wait until next week? Perhaps there's something that you'll be wanting next week, and perhaps there's a cool collaboration dropping, who knows. But I think this is pretty good. I would not underestimate the Wu-Tang Clan. So yeah, I definitely can see this selling out pretty fast. Let me know in the comments what you're going for this week. If you are going for anything, let me know. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully it's good, and I'll catch you guys in another video when we reveal the entire drop list and the prices, and we'll go through all this again. And yeah, can't wait to do it again. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.